everyone, welcome back to the channel. Corey here, your Lux truck expert. Every once in a while we do get a Chevy pickup in here. I know you guys ask about the Chevy pickups. Where's the 3500? Well, this is one of them today. We've got a 2021 Chevy 3500 High Country, the shadow gray metallic. Let's get trucking. All right, let's get right into it. So this 2021 Chevy 3500 came to us already with a 6-inch lift kit on it. Erin's gonna fill in what that is somewhere here on the screen. She'll put it up. I don't know right off the top of my head right now. But it did come with the lift kit. So it had the Fox shocks on the front. And obviously we did our Elite 56 hauler body on there. We'll get to all those options. But we also paired up on the rear the Kelderman air ride suspension. So we did the corresponding 4 to 6 inch air suspension on the rear with the 4-link. Customer added a really nice feature, I think, for these trucks because it didn't have the auxiliary switches from the factory. So we installed a plug-and-play GM auxiliary switch panel there. Wire that up. We got the switch for the ATTA auxiliary fuel tank there. Moving to the body now. So we did actually on the running boards to go with the body, we installed stainless on with the factory running boards there, and then put the penny lights so that all ties together with the stainless on the bottom of the bed. We installed a ATTA fuel tank like we were talking about earlier with the gauge as an auxiliary and a transfer. So inside here, you've probably seen in the other videos, we've got a transfer pump. So if you want to fill a fuel can or a piece of equipment, tractor, whatever you want to do, you know, obviously it's there, ready to pump into whatever you want to use it for, and it's feeding the truck. So it's an awesome dual purpose setup. That's our 100-gallon tank. It's painted to match the truck. And we also put the Z-Bar bed liner on the back to kind of match the bed area. So if you're hauling stuff around in there, you don't want it to beat up the paint on the truck, it's got the bed liner there to protect it. This truck especially needed the AMP Research flip down steps, and you can almost just use your hand. You don't have to use your foot to flip it down because the truck's so tall. But I definitely need this to get up here to get the fuel cap off to put diesel in there. I'm only like 5'8", 5'9", so that's super helpful for me. Pretty much everywhere else then we tried to keep the monotone look. So we've got painted fuel and DEF door latching there. Painted to match again, the monotone look. We run our wider fender flares. Anytime we get a truck with oversized wheels and tire package, our wider flare works really good for that. And then we put the paint film, typically anytime we do that, we'll put the paint film on these leading edges. So we got paint film on the fender flares, paint film on the fuel fill, and then we've got the paint film here at the front of the body. And this customer actually opted to put the stainless over it. So we do that quite a bit. It's double protection there where the rocks and the grime and any debris off the tires are definitely gonna hit and cause paint chips. It's just gonna happen. At the back of the truck, this customer wanted to use push-in style lights. He supplied those, so we can do that. We don't have to do our surface mount. We can customize. That's what's awesome about being able to tailor build these per what our customers want. We have flexibility there with what lights we use and how we kind of option them out. We've also put the AMP flip down steps back here at the back to get in the truck. So again, it helps quite a bit. It's a step up, step onto the bumper, and a step up into the bed. Makes it pretty easy. We've installed the puck system. We reuse that factory puck system. Nothing about that hitch changes from the factory. That's all bolted in the factory location, the factory elevation. I get that question quite a bit. Well, you know, what's this going to do to my hitch height? You know, obviously the lift kit on this truck changed his hitch height, but that had nothing to do with the bed or the body install. So we can build our floor, flush mount to the floor, and does not affect that at all. This bumper you've probably seen here and there a little bit. That's our UB off-road step bumper style. So a little more aggressive going with the lift kit. kind of keeping with the looks of the truck. And I like it personally because it mounts the license plate right on the bumper, just like a factory truck, you know, a factory pickup would have anyway, instead of having it off to the side. It's right there in the center. We reused all the 7-ways from the factory, including the trailer camera setup, so that all can be reused. Another update I want to go over with you guys on these trucks, specifically the Chevy and GMCs, the 2020 and newer pickups, is to run the LED lights that we always use. There has to be an update to the BCM on the truck, and that basically is like a bed delete. The truck thinks that the bed's been deleted. It allows the LEDs to work and not flash fast, but we found that that also turns off the radar of the bliss system. So that's one thing to consider. At this time, there's no workaround to allow those to flash at the correct speed and not lose your lane sensing radar, the bliss system, or that's what Ford calls it. I'm not sure what GM calls it, but the lane changing radar, letting you know if there's a vehicle in your blind spot, the blind spot radar. But we do have the backup sensors in there. Factory backup sensors. We put the penny lights up on the light pylon as well to kind of match up with the penny lights on the bottom, just trying to keep that theme. So again, this is a 2021 Chevy 3500 High Country. This really wraps up all the options on this. Really appreciate your guys' comments. I can't tell you that enough. I really appreciate the questions, the comments. Other people see that, and I'm sure they have the same questions. They're just not asking it, and they see those answers. So we really appreciate that. So keep asking questions. We'll try to get them all answered. Thanks for viewing. We'll see you next time.